Hello gamers, we are back. I don't think my brain's gonna work for Slay the Spire today. Can I tell you what I had for lunch? I don't want to. I had a cookie, a chicken breast, 2 russet potatoes, bowl of cereal, like 2 more handfuls of cereal straight out of the bowl, cheese string. I think that's basically it, but still, that's a pretty big lunch, man. I'm not bulking. My body just kept telling me, eat more, eat more. And I said, who am I to disagree? I've traveled the world in the 7 seas. Ooh. Everybody's looking for something, brother. With that in mind, we can elite max like crazy, man. Knowing that our 3rd turn is kind of a gimme, as in if we draw damage cards, we can play damage cards. We can be way, way, way more aggressive than typical. First, I'm gonna need to add some cards to the deck that actually do damage, but that's like, you know, that's every day, bro. There you go. With the Disney Channel flow. I could be persuaded to take a heel hook, because I often take a crippling cloud, or a leg sweep, or in fact, oftentimes I would take both, to be frank with you, which means that we can keep enemies weak, and then the heel hook actually has like a reasonable chance to do something. 15 damage in 1 turn. It's a little tough for a guy like me, but it's not exactly the damage card I was looking for, but I'm not sweating it too hard. I'm a big, like, dagger throw guy. I just think it's good damage, and it enables the filtering of the deck that makes our life easier overall. And of course, if we can make a discard deck work, then, like, even better, bro. Even better. But I'm a big Captain's Wheel guy. There should be, like, transformations in Slay the Spire, man. Imagine if you got Anchor, Captain's Wheel, and then whatever the heck the one is that gives you block on turn 2. I can't remember it right now. If you got all of those, I can't really justify taking an acrobatics this early. If you got all of those, it should turn you like into a boat or something. I mean, you feel me? Your friend, after suggesting the stupidest idea that he's ever suggested in his entire life, you feel me? No, man, no, we do not feel you. Under no circumstances. I'm gonna ice you. Greatest use of a Shiv potion of all time, perhaps? Beast mode, I'm afraid. I would prefer to take no damage, but I can settle for taking 1 damage. We're also, I mean, maybe this is a stretch, but I was gonna say we're kind of gold rich, man. 112 gold. I mean, considering we gave up 99 gold to get Captain's Relic, which, again, is the greatest trade in the history of trades. I'm a terror guy in this situation for sure. And then we're all in, man. Turn 3 is like the perfect time for us to get 18 block. That's like one of this dude's best turns. Now, I'm not really stoked about becoming vulnerable, but on turn 2, what do we get? 27 damage. Big whoop. That don't impress me much. This almost impressed me. You almost impressed me, sir. Congratulations. I love where we're at, though. And if I'm being real with you, always being able to play Terror and then other cards is probably good, but I really wanted to take Dagger Spray, too. I'm a big believer, to be honest, that we have to wake you up early in order to get the maximum value out of Captain's Wheel, which basically buys us like a free turn. So I think you take 1 turn defensive and then subsequent turns like very, very, very offensive. As offensive as possible without getting that R rating, because we gotta get butts in seats. It's that simple. We gotta get butts in seats as a business at the end of the day. 20 damage. Things you don't love to see. 7 damage. Just hold on this. It's gonna be a little tight. 15 damage. I guess I'll just kill you instead. Pen Nib is also pretty good. Sneaky Strike is what we're looking for. But a second Heel Hook, I just don't have the cojones for it. But it might be the right decision. This is a really hard encounter. And these are not the cards that you really want to see here. Because I'm dead, man. I can't not die here. Which is kind of insane. Like, we basically just ran into the wrong hallway. We had very little HP. That run was popping. It got snuffed out in its prime as far as I'm concerned. Now, we could have rested at some point, but... You guys see on the Slay the Spire subreddit, they ran the stats and they found Neo's Lament is actually statistically one of the best relics that you can, one of the best choices you can make at the start of the game. Oh, you don't know r/Slay the Spire like me? Yeah, we beefed in the past. We hashed it out on the remix, bro. I mean, we didn't really beef. They said their honest opinion about my level of skill, and I took offense to it. That's not really a beef. That's just one dude's feelings getting hurt. To be perfectly frank with you. I'll take a backstep. This is a beautiful start. It's like two of my classic favorite cards early. We got a way to deal with big hallways. We got a way to deal with... We got a way to front load some damage. I don't mind adding one Endless Agony. Get ready for me to add that on like every run I ever do from now on. Ever since I read the thread about... What's funny is that the thread was like, yeah, it's not very good. And I was like, wow, I thought it was like pure anus. The fact that it's merely mediocre, like this changes everything. Okay, I'm all in. I'm all in, I'm afraid. It's got to be Crippling Cloud. You got to remain even further poisoned. And now we can just go like full defense, man. Neutralize on this turn. Very nice. If I could keep you weak until your HP hits 0, that's kind of a dream scenario for us. Or if I could just kill you on this turn. Okay, you're being very funny with it, okay? And we don't appreciate this. This is not a comedy game. Why don't you leave the jokes to the expert, okay? 10 damage won't kill you, so let's put up some block. It's still, we're optics-wise, we're in a great situation here. We got nothing to worry about. Look at this. Tori's beautiful. I'm just not a Caltrops guy, but Caltrops is really good against you. So maybe I've become a Caltrops guy. As of right now, I could not tell you what the other cards even were. It's instantly left my brain. And I think that's a troubling thing. I should really... I think maybe one of them was a Cloak and Dagger. That seems to fit. It's pretty good against the elites on the second floor, too. I guess I can't be too disappointed about that. They, assuming we make it to the second floor, many of them, and of course the birds as well, also do multiple small attacks. I'm not sweating 41 HP though. I think 41 HP is still pretty good. You are very slowly being wounded. 31 HP, I would start to sweat it a little bit more. 24 HP, there are defense in the deck, and there they are. Look at that's 3 free damage, buddy. Get it twisted. I'm realizing, hey, it's still early, okay? I'm realizing that if the enemy does not get poisoned by Crippling Cloud, our deck is a little bit anemic defensively. We're basically just rocking strikes, which is not enough to really get the... In fact, we're literally just rocking strikes. So note to self, it would be nice to add... It doesn't have to be amazing. What about a Dagger Spray? Dagger Spray, a beautiful card, a common card. Dagger Throw. Something that doesn't exhaust and is kind of like old reliable. I mean, Heel Hook works really well with what we're trying to make here, to be honest. I think we go Corpse Explosion because it's just a great card. And one we can certainly build into. It's amazing for this encounter specifically. I'm just thinking, like, I mean, there's 25 damage coming out, but there's actually not. Because there's 15 damage coming out. But there's actually not, because there's like 5 damage coming out. The catch is we have to be able to kill the Gremlin Wizard before they do their big attack, which is actually very easy to do. All we need to do is draw Corpse Explosion. Crippling Cloud will also do it, of course, but Corpse Explosion would kill you just with the raw poison. So I think we got a good thing going, man. We're not really a sneaky strike. I do tend to like a Piercing Whale. I guess we're going up against the Hexaghost, so Piercing Whale's got some real potential. We might as well weaken you. We don't have enough block to fully block anyway. I was gonna say we probably should use a potion on this as well, but whatever. Whatever, dude. I think we're in a great spot. I mean, I really think the boss is gonna get hard countered by the way we built the run so far, not to mention, like, our potions. Leg sweep makes heal hook even better. I did take heal hook, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so more healing. I think you cut a basic strike. Did we even add any extra offense? I was talking about how it... Well, Corpse Explosion is nice offense, okay. We could really use, like, a great attack, though, for sure. And I think it's gotta be Corpse Explosion, man. That extra damage via the poison is... I mean, going from 6 poison, or was it... Is it normally 6 or 7? I can't remember. Let's assume it's 6. 6 poison is 21 damage cumulatively on a long fight. 9 is 45. That's a big upgrade. Now, it takes a long time to actually get the numbers out there, but we're going to be here for a while, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Why would you play that when you obviously are supposed to play Survivor instead, but I digress. Holy cow. I forgot Tori even existed. James Vanderbeek on Dawson's Creek. I don't know if that even makes sense. Tori might be from 90210, Beverly Hills. Those shows were just very, very slightly before my time. Which is to say that cool kids my age were watching them, but I wasn't quite cool enough to... My generation is really more like the OC. In high school, all the cool girls watched the OC. Gossip Girl, I'm pretending that there's a chat right now. Gossip Girl, more of like a, when I was in university. I don't know when it started to air, but I associate it more with university, but what do I know? I didn't watch that either. I was too busy watching Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Really could have done with an Alchemize here. They should add a reroll to this game, especially after you get the boat transformation. That would go crazy. You got an upgraded Wraith form. I think we can send it, man. 3 turns of intangibility is enough time for Corpse Explosion to do its work. It costs 3 to play. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's fine. That's fine. We need an energy relic. Dude, I think we have the deck we need. With some notable missing pieces, like to be able to stack up poison faster would be nice for killing big enemies. To kill big enemies, we're going to need to do something like that. You got to pick your spots here. 4 energy, a Corpse Explosion, a Leg Sweep goes crazy. Now I would feel very comfortable playing a Wraith form. All right, buddy. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Now, actually, the reason I'm not going to play it is because I don't think we need to. Because we have a very defense-weighted... See what I'm saying? A very defensively weighted remainder of the deck. If we don't have to play Wraith form, then I would prefer not to. In, like, true Bartleby the Scrivener parlance. And look at that. Beautiful. There's a great proof of concept there for the deck. I don't think I'm a dodge and roll Andy. What we really would love to see, and it's a stretch, but bear with me. What we really would love to see is Panacea. Because being able to play Wraith form for 3 turns of intangible with like no knock-on effects would be amazing. I think Call me crazy. I think we'd rather not take 2 extra damage if we don't have to. Even if you guys are getting ready to bail, all we gotta do is make sure you die and then hit you a little bit and it's over, man. This is it's kind of turning over a new leaf for me, man. Panacea? No panacea. Clockwork Souvenir! That's like even better. I don't even have to play it. What was I saying? Oh, I was gonna say it's turning over a new leaf for me because I almost never take Wraith form, especially before I get like a Clockwork Souvenir. So that's a big thing for a guy like me, man. This is me experimenting after a few losses. We don't go to the shop, obviously. 23 damage. That's sick. That's a disgusting amount of damage. I was really hoping we were going to turn it into 0. That's okay. We'll play a Piercing Wail. Now it's 11 damage. Survivor, and then... I mean, to be fair, we can Corpse Explosion later. Let's put this out there, and then we end up taking 0 damage and putting you on the back foot. I don't know when a heal hook's coming around. We kind of screwed up Clockwork Souvenir, admittedly. I think we could play Wraith form. Worst case scenario, like, we end up going toe-to-toe with the Mystic with low dex, but, like, what do we care? Are you kidding me? That's my second turn of intangibility. I really need to do a bunch of damage, man. Okay, they're, again, oh my god, we have our attacks. Give me my attacks, man. This is gonna suck. Okay, I think you gotta accept that, like, you're gonna take damage on this turn. You have to finish this fight, because otherwise they're gonna bleed you. Like, we just didn't get the kills in a timely fashion, man. Unfortunately, I then have to play this. Please don't heal him any further. He's gotta go. 56 HP is still fine, but, like... it stung a little. Not really a tactician sort of setup. You got a smith, man. In this situation, I'm sorry. It's gotta be a smith. I'm gonna say that we got a little unlucky on that last one. So this one... on this one, it's real tough for me to play a turn 1 Wraith form. It's just a little too hot. You are gonna burn the artifact off, which sucks pretty bad, but there's pluses and minuses, bro. We still got Wraith form. You must be poisoned, and then taking 8 damage on an elite fight is far from the kiss of death. We would love to draw Corpse Explosion. Wraith form on this turn is mighty interesting. Corpse Explosion. I think we should... I know you're not doing that much damage, but I think we should. And then we just lean on you as much as we can. You probably throw Corpse Explosion on Gremlin Wizard. Because he's gotta go. I mean, you gotta... there's nothing else to do there. At least we're doing 9 damage via Caltrops. No more blocks. So you gotta die this turn. We'll actually just throw another Corpse Explosion on you, because it'll double... It'll actually kill him, I think. With the... Yeah, okay. Very nice. Ceramic Fish, not what we wanted to see. Well-laid plans. Mighty interesting. Biggest Wraith form ever unleashed in human history. We're still taking damage, okay? But, like, we also have to make sure that we're killing the enemy. Like, I can't just play, like, an impotent block. I guess you hold the other defend. I need... The whole reason I played it early was to stack up some freaking poison. So could we please get some poison out there? Truth be told, Piercing Wail, considering we have Caltrops, is actually, like, amazing for us. So I'm not too bent out of shape, but... mildly annoyed at worst. I think in spite of, like, the missteps, we're in a great spot. Like, we have the foundation of a mathematically good deck, even if we've had to skip every card that's shown up. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. This is the Corpse Explosion fight. You pop Wraith Form and Caltrops. We have 3 turns to get Corpse Explosion out and kill one of the enemies. We draw 5 cards per turn. Can you see where I'm going with this? It would be really nice if it showed up on this very turn. It did. I was so ready to be like a little bit upset. I'll take the 3 damage to put you, to put you in the dirt. Okay, this is fine. It would be nice to add a bandage up to the deck to make up for like the very minor amounts of damage we're taking, but this is a big positive, man. Turn up is even fine. I could definitely be persuaded to take an upgraded dagger throw. Straight up, take my frozen egg to give me Enloth's gift. Frozen egg has been, it's been fine for us. I don't know if I'd say it's been good, but it's been fine. We're not going to get Sneckoed, which I think is maybe for the best. I don't know. At least we kind of know where we stand. Now, would I take Snecko Eye as an item? Yeah, absolutely. So, does it make sense? No, not really. But it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be like my opinion, because I'm the guy clicking the mouse. Get it twisted. You will die before you remove all the cognitive dissonance inside of your brain. I know, especially if you're deriving things from first principles, it sucks to hear, but it's the truth, man. It's the truth. Let me see here, something like that. You will, within 5 minutes of the first event happening, the second event will take place. The first event is you will talk about how stupid the average person is, and the second event is after you make a sandwich, you'll put the bread in the fridge and the meat in the cupboard. I'm telling you. Get ready. It's just the way of the world, man. It's what happens. We might as well rest, because none of these upgrades bring joy. Spark joy, I guess I should say. None of them spark joy whatsoever. Let's do it like this. Because we have well-laid plans, we can play Corpse Explosion later. Sorry, brother, I can't be made frail. You must have me confused with somebody else. Oh, it's gotta sting, man. Who's our boss? Boss needs a lot of artifacts purged from them. Okay. I think we have the kind of deck that can do that. I do worry about our ability to stack poison up, like, fast enough to really ruin your life. But can I also say that, like, having a well-laid plans and an upgraded Wraith form with a Clockwork Souvenir really allows us to, like, pick our shot when it comes to when we want to become intangible, which is a beautiful thing. Definitely don't want that. Okay. I'm just gonna rest because I'm uninspired by the other choices. The upgrade choices, I should say. Okay. Well, it's gotta be this. At least we can start getting some poison working on you. 16 damage. Okay, this is fine. Let's go skill. I think they're all not great, but having another... Actually, Piercing Wail solves us some problems, if not on this turn, and it might be this turn, but then eventually. You're doing 20 damage. Start working on you, because you're going to take my Wraith form. I think that's guaranteed. Like, oh, you took well-laid plans. I would also love to get that. It's a pretty important part of my win condition. It'd be nice to redraw Corpse Explosion and be able to put it on you too. You took Endless Agony? Oh, I guess they couldn't take, They couldn't take 12 damage, okay. Wraith form because it was in my discard pile instead of my draw pile. I think the slow burn here is okay. A little irritating for sure, but nothing to be like too perturbed about. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, now this turn, obviously there's some cards like we would have preferred to have, but that's okay. We still have Wraith form that we can drop when things get really hot. I'm actually genuinely fairly unconcerned about what you're seeing right here. Because all we need to do is just simmer until the poison really starts to pop, man. And when the poison is a rockin', do not come a knockin'. Don't do it. Look at this. And then just draw Corpse Explosion again as soon as possible, please. Now I'll just hold them. As long as I'm holding this, you can't hurt me. It's like a nuclear bomb. Now, I was going to say I could play it this turn, but I literally can't. And that's on me. But the longer we wait, I mean, eventually you're going to be in like poison ×3 range. And when you're in poison ×3 range, I basically can't be harmed. And if you're not attacking me, I mean, that goes doubly. I'm not even going to save 2 cards. It's not necessary. Well, they pop it this turn. You're kind of sending out a little bit of damage there. But we're totally fine. You're actually going to die to Caltrops. Nice Hyper Beam. Unfortunately, I've already depicted you as the 1 damage Hyper Beam and me as the unflappable upgraded Wraith form. Not really a Tools of the Trade guy. I'm not going to say we never discard, but we don't discard very often. Not reliably. So I think you go Sozu. We only play 2 powers, which is not enough to get really too riled up about this boss. I think we just, I mean, I hate to say it, but like Coward Protocol on the final floor like we often do. You should not have discarded Piercing Wail, man. You could have held... Well, against this guy, it doesn't really matter as much, I guess. That's okay. I mean, taking 1 damage when you don't have to is not great, but... I think you'll survive. We got 1 more turn of intangibility. Okay, what do we need? The dream, I think, would be like if we could get a catalyst or 2. I think a poison stab actually fits what we're doing quite nicely. I would love to gain 300 gold, like pretty close to a shop. I would love to get a rare relic, man. Now this one's a little spicy. Obviously you want to draw Wraith form like as soon as possible, probably. But it's not even like, that's not that bad. The burns are only annoying if we have to reshuffle. Dagger throw. Okay, so you're getting a little hot now. You're getting a little hot with this one. But we are going to heal off of Meal Ticket when we go to the shop. Please give me Corpse Explosion on this turn. See, the non-existence of Corpse Explosion will irritate you because we could have just... Oh, we already played it, man. Chill. Okay, Stone Calendar. Let me think this one through. We could dig for loot because we don't really have any cards worth upgrading. Duplicating a Wraith form is kind of insane. But am I insane if I feel like we're actually better off duplicating like Corpse Explosion? So we draw it faster and also draw poison faster to accrue it? Crazy. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I don't know. Could be wrong. And then we have another shop like right after this, right? We're not really like built for Envenom, to be honest. I think we're built for more blocks. We basically have added like 1 block this whole time. And I'll remove a basic strike. And then I think I mean, you come here and you dig yourself Lazarus. Singing Bowl. We do skip a lot of cards. It's a little late, but... So I'm like a huge believer in this right now. I know you're going to say, like, Wraith Form is our best card, but it's like, do we really need 2 of them? And I think the answer is no, man. It's not even about getting myself in, like, a bad spot where I'd be worried about losing 2 decks per turn. It's more about just, like... Huge. I think that Corpse Explosion, I mean, as simple as it gets, I think it gives us a better chance. Now, we can't really... I can't really do much here. I'm not going to play the Wraith form. That's just... It's too hot for me. If you're doing 12 damage, I would happily just sit right there. We got a Stone Calendar coming. We got Tori. You can just... You can embrace it a little bit. I mean, we might as well play this, but... Now, if it comes back around, yeah, I think, like, you basically just pop it right off the jump. So next, no, 2 turns Stone Calendar will work. If we need it to. We don't need it to. That was fine. I mean, maybe we'll hit another shop and Meal Ticket will make up the difference for us. Probably not. Looking at what I'm seeing right now, probably not. War Paint. Okay, dig. Maw Bank at this stage of my life, man. Suboptimal. And you already know what I'm about to say, so I'm gonna stop myself from saying it. Suffice it to say, I'm of the opinion that we have some defense in our deck somewhere. I'm not asking you to agree with that if you don't agree with it. I'm not asking you to lie. Don't need it, don't need it. Keep the deck thin, man. We want this turn 1 to be strong. You... Actually, I realize now, I don't mind you at all, because we're just gonna shrug off your Constriction. Yeah, so that saves us a lot of grief, man. And truth be told, I would pop this right off the bat. I got a feeling we're gonna be punching through, bending spoons, picking flowers in full bloom. You constricted me once more? I wasn't aware that such a thing could come to pass. Okay. So we'd love to kill you this turn. And also put up enough block to not take damage from Constriction. Well, the second is not going to happen, but the first is already built in. I think we have more valuable cards, I'm sorry to say. 9. We don't play 3 attacks all that often, but... Okay. How about, instead of whatever this is... You give me a Corpse Explosion. Immediately played 3 attacks, by the way. Clearly demonstrating I have no idea what I'm talking about. You give me an early Corpse Explosion so that the fight becomes trivial. Whatever, we're gonna rest after this, so just dump the Corpse Explosion. I wish it would have killed you, but... We're gonna rest after this. It'll cost us 1... Relic, big whoop. You're still gonna be alive, which is kind of irritating. I guess it was the right idea to attack you, because I can't attack you. Crippling Cloud means you're dead next turn. Okay, we made it to the boss. I think the deck is good, man. It's not a combo deck. Like, it doesn't kill a boss fast. We really do rely on the math. Like, just getting out in front of the boss, popping Wraith Form at the right time. So kind of the dream for a guy like me would be if we could get like multiple early Corpse Explosions on these guys to do like 100 damage to you. That would be pretty swell. In light of that probably not coming to pass. This is actually pretty okay. Play a Crippling Cloud next turn. Hopefully in conjunction with a Corpse Explosion and an attack, get a kill. Okay. Crippling Cloud. Obviously, well, you know what? We can play Corpse Explosion next turn. Play Piercing Wail this turn. Then you can play it this turn. You got nothing to worry about. Okay. Okay, good, good, good. So we're in front of the enemy now. It'd be really nice to save Wraith form for a long time away. So I'll give it to you straight, Doc. I do think it's going to be kind of a slow fight, but we're not going to make this boss any stronger for now. I guess we could play Caltrops now that I think. Okay, well, you gotta use your upgrades at some point. Let's make it so we never draw Caltrops again. Dump Wraith form. We know we want that. We know we want that. Okay. Like, I think the math is heavily in our favor. We're 2 attacks away from a Dex. That's all right. I'll simmer on that. And then play our worst attack, store these 2, and try to get Dex next turn. I think all we gotta do is be patient. But I do think that the trade-off is we have to be, like, very, very patient. Like, almost patient enough that you're probably gonna be like, what are you doing, man? But we win, not by doing 320 damage to you. We win by playing Corpse Explosion X number of times. So every time we draw a Corpse Explosion, and we haven't taken damage since the previous turn, I think you should be saying, oh, nice. And if we take a little bit of damage, then you should be saying, oh, man. That's all I wanted to see right there. Store the Corpse Explosion. Totally fine. We didn't even take damage there. I realize that now. On this turn, we should play nothing and start building the poison again. Now we can play Wraith form whenever we have to. We played 2 attacks. Play your third. Dump the Wraith form. We can afford for it to cycle. I'd rather take, if we can take no damage, that's the outcome, man, because we're doing damage. I get that they heal for 10 every turn, but there's an order to these things, okay? Now that's a huge dub. There's a downside, we're going to start drawing voids, but we do have 5 energy, so I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Let's put it that way. And the poison, dude, we got this. This feels like a very mature Slay the Spire run, man. It's no bombastic, like, frick you combos or anything like that. Just straight up, solid, like, hey, 8 beats 7 every single time. You're doing 7, I'm blocking 8. You do 7, I block 8. And that's got everything the body needs, man. Stack up a little bit of poison here and there. The fact that we're kind of flexing on him, we're saying I don't even need the Wraith form, that's got to sting. That's if I were the Awakened one, that would be a hard pill for me to swallow, okay? Thankfully, I'm not, because if I were, I'd be getting my butt kicked right now. But, alas. And can we just say something? Can we say so? While we're here, can we say something? I was right. We were right to double Corpse Explosion. You don't have to say it. But I wish you would. I wish you would acknowledge that it felt like Wraith form being our best card meant that's definitely what you double. But in reality, I think we made the right call. And you're done. You're done next turn. What better way to finish it than with the classic? That was a very, very... It felt good. Let's put it that way. We didn't even need the Wraith form, apparently. You got at least 1,100. I thought we were going to be like 2,700 points. I thought they were going to say that's the best run you've ever had. Either way, Ascension 14 unlocked for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time. See ya.